is the TNH Podcast Network.
I just want to vent a little bit about the judging of the dunk contest. Do you guys agree that it's the dumbest thing ever?
It's stupid.
They just like...
Well, you mean the judges specifically or just having it judged?
The way they judge.
Okay.
Because they give 50s, like, it's 50, 50, 50, 50, 45, 50, 49, 50, 50, 50.
They
It's like,
do.
what
And
are you
50's,
doing?
50's a perfect dunk.
But there's no such thing.
I'm using quotations.
If they took a note out of Dave Portnoy's book and used decimal points, it would make all the difference in the world. They should have one of those decibel meters and take the loudest crowd reaction. Whoever gets that, that's a 10 right there. That's 10 points. Get rid of the fourth judge.
Or maybe just add, like, I know decibels like go up to a certain value.
Yes.
So maybe just take that value and add it on.
Or that.
Dunk contest, take notes.
I think we figured it out.
Take notes.
They should hire all of us to cover it.
What the hell? Like what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
It's silly that they
I don't want to blame TNH, but if it is
We
them,
might have to.
It's crazy.
Ben Strawbridge, if you're hearing this, it's your fault.
When you're the biggest basketball podcast in a state, maybe the country, and you're also the biggest plus minus podcast in the world.
In the world, yeah.
I mean, like, come on. These are three analytical brains who dissect the game in a fluid way. Get us to Chicago. What is good, everyone? Welcome to the 11th episode of the second season of the HoopCats podcast on the TNH Podcast Network. My name is Sam Eggert, and I'm here back with the gang, Yanni Kikors and Matt Erb. Boys, what's going on?
Hey.
Howdy doody.
Wait, quickly, before you get into the rest of the intro, got some breaking news that I have to get out of the way beforehand. So yesterday, I had to dress up. I wore dress shoes to this building, and it was a far walk. So when I got back to my house, I realized I had burned my right heel, right? So I'm walking here today. I can feel it agitating. Take a look at my sock. We got the Bloody Sock podcast. We got the Kurt Schilling Bloody Sock podcast ready to go.
This podcast is destined for greatness.
Yeah.
I think it's that simple.
Yeah. I
Wait,
mean, we have no choice.
Was this before practice?
Yes, it was before practice.
So you were playing on an injured heel yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Was it bleeding at practice?
Yeah, and I had to put a couple Band-Aids on it,
Wow.
and, threw a Band-Aid on it.
I wish you told me. I would have put that in the player intro.
That's all right.
That would have been a good, fun fact.
I had to let the crowd know.
Got to save it for the podcast.
Right on the heel,
Yeah,
man.
save it for the podcast.
Check
Absolutely.
it out. You can
So-
see it in studio. Bloody Sock.
Should we get a picture of that?
Bloody Sock?
Can
Bloody
you get
Sock
it for the
tape.
Instagram later?
Yeah, that'll be featured.
Okay, cool.
we'll get that later. But like, how bloody was it?
It wasn't that bloody, but, I'm just destined to perform at my top level like Kurt did.
Just like looking at you, I feel like your breaking ball's got a little more oomph on it today.
It's there.
Yeah.
I'm ready to
I
go.
don't think it's any coincidence that Jason Tatum had one of his best performances last night. Either.
Zero coincidence.
Yeah,
He was by far the best player on the floor last night.
that
Yeah.
touches on what we'll be getting to today. We'll be talking about the Celtics Clippers from Thursday night, one of the best games of the year. Got a little bit of All-Star Weekend predictions and a couple other tidbits. But boys, more breaking news. We're back in the studio.
Oh,
How good does it feel?
It's good to be back.
it's crazy. It's like we never left.
Breathing room.
Seriously. Breathing room.
Breathing room.
Because when we're in the newsroom to record the podcast, I'll bet the listeners can tell the difference. The TNH ad staff has their meetings at the same time as our podcast.
Yeah.
So we're trying to talk basketball, and these guys are over in the other part of the newsroom talking about Tom Steyer advertisements.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
that's not what this podcast is about. We're about basketball. Matt, you said it. Jason Tatum was the best player on the floor last night. Lou Williams got hot in the fourth quarter and overtime. Guys, I think this is Jason Tatum's ascension into superstardom. We're witnessing it right now. I think it's as vivid as it gets.
It almost was like Simba was being raised to the whole entire kingdom and was like, hey, it's your time. You will be the king soon to come.
He shined. He really did. I told Sam earlier today, I think that was the best game I've watched this NBA season.
Yeah. Double overtime, back and forth. If we
Yeah.
get 7 games of that, in the NBA Finals, that'd be a dream come true.
Yeah.
I think if we get 5 games of that, that'd be really good too.
Tears in my eyes.
7's obviously optimal, but that means the Celtics are losing, so I don't know. But
That's true.
my main takeaway from this is that Jason Tatum is officially the guy. They want the ball in his hands at late minutes, and especially when you got Kawhi Leonard. I get it, Paul George is hurt, but Kawhi's on the court, Montrezl Harrell, good defenders.
Great defenders, yeah.
Kawhi, the best wing defender, arguably, in the league.
Yeah, but here's another hot take. The second best wing defender used to be Paul George. I think Jason Tatum's right there too. He's flawless on defense.
Jason Tatum played very well yesterday. There was a clip towards the end of the game where he contested, I can't remember if he blocked Kawhi's running floater through the lane. And it was one of the, I wouldn't say the game-changing or game-saving plays, but it was huge momentum swing for the Celtics in that little stretch.
Yeah, there was that one, and then there was the play when it was kind of like a turnaround jumper or something like that for Kawhi, and he just like front rimmed it. And
Yeah,
it was
basically airballed it.
he basically airballed it, yeah, and Tatum was just like all over him.
Yeah, it was a great game. You love to see the Celtics do that without Jaylen Brown, too.
Yeah, and then you got Jay Williams on ESPN today going that Jason Tatum's a top 5 player in the Eastern Conference. I think,
But where is he wrong? Like I think that's a true statement.
Yeah.
I think it's a little disrespectful.
To who?
Thinking top 2,
I'm thinking top 3.
behind.
Well, let's start with ahead. I think he's ahead of Embiid.
Okay.
This season, absolutely.
Like by a significant amount.
Absolutely, agree.
I think he's been ahead of Ben Simmons.
Yep, I
Yep.
agree with that.
Giannis is obviously ahead of him.
Yep.
I
There's
agree.
no argument there.
Yeah.
I'd take Tatum over J Butt.
Okay.
Where do you,
I was
guys
gonna
stand on
say
that?
I was gonna say Jay Butt's either 4th or 5th on my list. I think he's right
Yeah,
there.
J Butt would be like 3rd or 4th for me.
And let's talk just like this season, not looking to the future.
Yeah.
Yep.
Siakam's got to be up there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Siakam is right there.
I like Tatum because of his durability over Siakam.
Yep.
That's good.
I think Tatum's a better defender.
Siakam's a great defender.
He is a great defender, but like I don't know, maybe it's just recency bias with me. But I don't take anything away from Siakam. Absolutely not.
I think I trust Tatum off the dribble and with his jump shot just a little more than I do Siakam.
Yep. Speaking of Tatum off the dribble, can we talk about the sidestep 3
Ooh, it's working for him.
that he's got? Every guy has their move. Like Harden has the sidestep-ish, but it's more back.
Yeah, step back.
Yeah, his is more back. Tatum's is directly to the side. It's unguardable. It is
And he's making it.
unguardable.
Can't.
Making it a great clip.
He's also 6'9".
Yes, and has a 2-year-old child that I love.
Deuce.
Deuce is becoming a man
Yes.
before our eyes.
Oh, it's amazing to see.
But back to the player, like I'm looking at the top 4 in the East. Like Tatum's better than Chris Middleton.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Not
think so,
not
too.
an argument there. Toronto, I think he's better than Siakam.
Would you put him ahead of Kemba Walker? I'd say so. This recently.
I'd say he's a couple levels ahead of
Kemba
Kemba
Walker.
Not
Yeah.
levels, but like steps, baby steps ahead of Kemba Walker. Just because of his size. And I guess Walker's a better creator, but Tatum's one of the best creators in basketball. And again, it's 6'9" compared to 6'1". You can't coach height.
No, absolutely not.
And then Kyrie or Tatum, where do we stand?
Well, you
I
said
mean,
this
based
season.
on this year, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't. I don't think you can consider Kyrie in that.
Kyrie's not even an all-star this year.
Yeah.
With his injury, deservingly so. I don't think he should have been an all-star.
And then we're also forgetting about Trae Young, who's an all-star
Young's
starter.
up there too.
It's not close between Trae Young and Jason Tatum strictly because Trae Young's a liability on defense.
Okay, that's fair.
Offensively, I might give Young's better,
Yeah.
but defensively, it's not.
Yeah, it's the whole
can't-
package.
you
That's
can't
fair. You
compare.
got to play basketball. Basketball is both ends.
What about Bam Adebayo?
No,
Not even close.
the only people I'd
You don't
put.
think it's close?
No.
The only people I'd put as definites for me would be Giannis and I think this season Jimmy Butler because he's the way he's leading that Miami team. I think Boston has more help than Miami does because they got Bam and they got the rookies, but I mean you got JT, Kemba, Gordon Hayward when he's off, Marcus Smart. I think that one of the best, second best player last night. He was unbelievable to watch him play. My favorite Celtic at the moment.
Yeah, Mark Smart shot the ball from 3 much better than
Well,
I've seen him.
You say that Butler doesn't have as much help around him, but he really does.
Butler has different help.
It's different.
It's
Yeah.
better for his
Different
skill
help.
set, for
Yeah.
Butler's skill
Like
set.
it's not obviously Marcus Smart is the best kind of help.
No.
Kemba Walker's an elite point guard, and Gordon Hayward's the best mid-range scorer in basketball, or he's up there, and he's like just an all-around solid player. Jaylen Brown's playing at a superstar level, but you look at the Heat. Butler, we all know what he is. Bam Adebayo is going to be a perennial all-star for the next couple of years. Then you add on Duncan Robinson, who's a knockdown three-point shooter, not as reliable as we'd want.
I usually collect people and I put them into this group called Wap City. And Wap City, you're allowed to just like splash threes at a consistent rate. Duncan Robinson is in Wap City, and so is Tyler Hero. They're both
Landry Shampert.
They're both in
Who?
Wap City.
Shampert.
Who?
Shambert.
Landry.
Who?
Landry.
Shamet.
Landry Shamet.
Shamet. That's his
Get that
name.
name right. We'll
This
talk
guy.
about him later.
What's in your Duncan's cup? Come on.
I
But-
hope it's something other than water.
Actually, yeah. What is in your Duncan's cup? Can you tell the listeners?
It is strictly just water and
That's
ice.
that's not an ad.
It's faucet water.
We're not plugging Dunkin' Donuts right now, but
Matt Herb's the kind of
if
guy
they want to
goes
sponsor
to
us, then sure.
We're waiting for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's listening.
So Wap City. I mean, you got guys like Kyle Korver.
Well, what about Kendrick Nunn? To keep
I
it
don't.
with the Heat.
I don't think I think he's a good shooter. I don't think he's in Wap City. I would not put him in Wap City. JJ Redick, Wap City.
Big Wap City guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, look back to just looking at the Heat. Jay Crowder, borderline elite wing defender,
Still ish
very good wing defender,
for now.
doable wing defender.
He's all right.
Take pressure off Jimmy Butler, wing
Yeah.
defender.
Yeah.
Same thing with Andre Iguodala. And then I don't know, like Kelly Olynyk's the goat.
That's the Neard.
Kelly Olynyk's one of the clutchest players in NBA history.
Yeah.
his performance against the Wizards in Game 6 from a couple years ago, unparalleled.
The Neared.
If I'm facing Kelly Olynyk in the playoffs, like legitimate stress, legitimate sweat is pouring down my forehead.
You're in
Playoff
trouble.
Olynyk
And
is a real thing.
It just comes down to Eric Spoelstra using him correctly, but that is a conversation for April and May.
Yep.
So there's help around him, long story short. And Derrick Jones Jr., best dunker in the game.
By far, yeah. He's in the dunk contest this weekend, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will win that, no doubt about it. Quick side note, watching because I think yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of Aaron Gordon versus Zach LaVine
Yep.
in the dunk contest. Watching that through, not only is it the greatest dunk contest of all time, watching it, if you don't get the scores, like if you don't see the scores after each dunk, you have no idea who would win that dunk contest. I think the whole time you would think Aaron Gordon had won that dunk contest till Zach LaVine went through the legs from the free throw line. Watching that might have been the best dunk I've ever seen in a dunk contest.
But the up and down dunk from Gordon deserved a 50, and they didn't give it to him.
The one from the side where
He came from the side.
over the head.
He went over the head and then like all the way down beneath his knees and then
Yes.
stuffed it.
Yes,
And
it was
the judges,
powerful.
That was the kind of dunk that you needed to see on replay.
Yeah, and they
butchered it.
They butchered it. Yeah.
I want to stick to the Celtics for a little more because I know Matt has something to say
I
about
agree.
Marcus
Well,
Smart.
hold on. I
I'm
just
a
want-
big side note.
But I'm
guy
gonna
right
vent.
now.
I'm gonna vent
Sorry.
later about the judging process in the dunk contest.
Yeah,
I
we'll-
think it's
we'll
pretty
get back to
ridiculous.
I just want
We'll
to
get
say
back to
that
it.
you say Jones is going to win that, but I feel like Aaron Gordon's going to win that because he was robbed last time, so I think he's going to be extra motivated. But I know you want to get back into Celtics. So-
Matt, Marcus Smart. What did you
Marcus
see
Smart.
last night?
Oh man, he is such a fun player to watch. He does everything. The fact that he has the record for the Celtics, and I think maybe this season, right, for the most threes in a game, makes me feel so good. For someone who was laughed about 2 or 3 years ago but couldn't make a three, this guy is shooting really well. He's a great defender, regardless of his fantasy points. He gives me all sorts of steals and assists. It's a shame that there's not a real starting position for him when the lineup's fully healthy, because he's definitely a starter in this league. But it's so hard to be mad at Marcus Smart. He puts his body on the line for every play.
He bleeds green. There's
Bleeds
no
green.
other
It's a good
say
way to put it.
He bleeds green. He's a Celtic for life, hopefully. You hope all these guys are Celtics for life.
I just can't. If we're winning, I can't see Tatum or Smart or any of these people, because I feel like the Celtics are going to want to pay them.
Yeah.
They're going to give Tatum the max, the extension this offseason.
They have to.
Why?
No choice.
They'd be
Yeah,
dumb.
no choice.
I know Danny Ainge just kind of like stalls on that a little bit, like he did with Jaylen Brown, because it was a little wishy-washy. But they got off. They got to offer him that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Another thing with the Celtics' cohesive pieces, there's no need to trade for a center. I get we don't have a stud center, but I mean, Cantor had his way last night on the offensive glass, and just
Tice had his way
early
on the
on,
defensive glass.
early on, and then Tice came in late. Yes, and we have filtering pieces. So once the Cantor stuff gets out of the way, Tice comes in. He does his thing, and I mean, we'll get Rob Williams back. Grant Williams and Semi Ojeleye are very interchangeable for which one's having a good night. Like last night specifically, Grant Williams had a terrible first quarter. Brad went to Semi in the second. Semi played pretty well. He went back to him in the third and didn't get Grant minutes until late.
I think I trust Grant Williams a lot more than Semi Ojeleye.
Last night, though.
On which end of the floor? Or both.
Defensively.
Defensively,
Because that's
yes,
what really
I agree.
counts. And offensively, Semi Ojeleye is the worst player in the team except for like Poirier.
Yeah, probably.
He's
I would
straight
agree.
up incapable. So, Matt, to answer your question,
Actually,
honestly,
you know what?
both.
I think both ways.
Yeah.
I take Grant
Offensively,
Williams.
I think Grant Williams is one of the worst players on the Celtics.
but
And I
he's
say it
but
every
he's
time.
but he's better than Semi Ojeleye.
I don't know.
Tell me one
Well,
good.
I feel like
tell
they-
me.
They both shoot down, knock down threes from the corner. I see that a
No,
lot.
no. Grant Williams does not
Grant Williams shot like 40% from three
in college.
in 2020.
In college.
In 2020.
He didn't start off right, that's for sure. He wasn't making those threes at all the first
He was like 0 for
30 games.
Since then,
Yeah.
he's a plus 30, like 35% from three.
I
But
like- yeah,
Yanni,
okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
We mentioned Semi Ojeleye is like decent from the corner three. Tell me one other good thing he does offensively,
He's just a catch and shoot guy. That's
but only from the corner.
true. But I've
And you're
don't
saying Grant Williams can
every time Grant Williams gets the ball, I feel like he's going to turn it over.
Oh, you're wrong.
Every time.
Oh, you're
I say it every time he touches the ball.
I don't know
Wow.
why you're saying it. That's irrational. I'll pull up his game logs and I'll show you that he's not turning the
Offensively,
ball
I
over.
don't. Defensively, he's great. Defensively, he rebounds, but I don't know. I would
He's a
rather
very
have-
smart player.
He's very smart. Yeah, I mean, he has to be for his size. He's very undersized at his position. If he's not smart, he's going to get destroyed by these other guys. So I personally don't see Grant Williams on the offensive end that you do.
You know, that's the exact same way
watching.
I felt about Marcus Smart 2 or 3 years ago when he'd shoot from the arc. I was like, oh, why are you giving this guy? He can't shoot. But now I'm totally different. Not to change the subject, but I'm totally changed my mind on that. I trust him with the ball.
Yeah.
Per 36 minutes, Grant Williams averages 1.9 turnovers per game.
Well, maybe he doesn't turn it over, but it looks like he's going to turn it over every time.
Semi Ojeleye looks like he's going to turn it over because he's not much better than me at handling the ball.
Oh, Semi. I'm not saying Semi's the next LeBron, but I mean, he's got the muscles for it.
I think my point is that Grant Williams is a capable offensive player because he knows how to facilitate. He actually does have a spot-up jumper from most spots on the court. And yes, he's undersized with the way he would prefer to score the basketball, which is like those little like close-range hook jumpers that he was doing in college. So that, I agree, not as effective. But I think what he does on the offensive boards and his improved jump shot and his facilitating ability puts him literally leaps and bounds ahead of Semi.
How tall is Grant Williams?
6'6",
And,
listed.
And Semi Ojeleye?
6'8".
6'8", yeah.
Okay.
Another thing, just like my interchangeable point with that is just like last night, Montrezl Harrell made Grant Williams look like a little child.
He bullied him.
A little child.
Yeah.
But Semi came in, and I'm not saying he stopped Montrez, but he made it more difficult.
See,
for
that's
him.
where Semi's better, is that he's just straight up stronger.
Yes, correct.
That I agree on.
Okay.
But I'm
So I
critical.
guess not interchangeable, but
No.
but they have different characteristics that could play into effect depending on who they're guarding.
Like, I think defensively, Grant Williams is better because he's a smarter player.
Yeah.
And he's a little more Marcus Smartish just in terms of his anticipation. But in terms of just like on ball, one-on-one, might have to take Semi. I look at the playoffs 2 years ago, Semi versus Giannis.
Yeah.
It was kind of awesome.
It was.
When you compared Grant Williams to PJ Tucker, the more and more as time goes on, I see that resemblance.
Exactly.
The small ball kind of line. I think PJ Tucker got a few inches on Grant Williams, but
I don't know, but I think
you think it's close? I don't know how tall. I thought PJ Tucker was like 6'8".
he is not 6'8". PJ Tucker's, I think, 6'4".
Oh, no, it's right. He's
I think
not.
Williams
Is he?
is taller than him.
I thought PJ Tucker was like 6'6".
He's listed as 6'5", 245
Oh,
pounds
but
in
then I guess-
basketball
all right,
reference.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say he's not 6'8", but he's like 6'6", 6'5".
Yeah. Well, yeah, I see the resemblance, though. They do the same sort of things.
Couple
Yeah, and
more-
the corner jump shot's a big part of it, and just the ability to be a cause of ruckus on defense. You got to appreciate that, and you can tell that he's learning a lot from Marcus Smart, Grant Williams, and like to go back to Smart for like one more thing. That flop that he had against the Rockets the other night.
Oh, I didn't
Did
see
you guys see it?
No.
Oh my god!
I know the one about the Thunder that was.
Oh, the Thunder. It was against the Thunder.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
not the
Oh,
Rockets.
yeah,
The Thunder
you're
flop.
right.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
hysterical.
That was hysterical.
That was a nice backtrack to like the olden days.
He
of
didn't,
Marcus Smart.
need to, he didn't even need to do that. That just looked like it hurt. But
Yeah,
good for
'cause
Marcus.
he landed
Smart.
on like his upper back and
Yeah.
like kind of his neck. I was like,
Yeah,
bro, like,
that
what are you
was
doing,
great.
guy?
That was
Classic.
great. Absolutely.
Now, a quick couple touches before we get to All-Star break for the rest of the league. Couple things I want to ask. One, who is going to seal that 8th spot in the West? So we got 4 teams. If you were to give me the one team right now, who's going to seal it? Memphis, who is in there right now with I think it's like a 3 or 4 game separation between the next 3 teams. But then it goes Trailblazers, Spurs, and the Pelicans.
Sam, do you want to start or you want me to go?
If you can go.
You know, every ounce of me wants it to be the Pelicans. Because I'd love to see them make some noise. I'd love to see more Zion. I'm sure, I don't know if we'll get into this or not, but he's getting better every game. He's doing more.
Did you see last night?
Yes, I did. Career high.
Yep.
Again, another game where he had more points than minutes played.
Yep.
And I believe he was the first rookie since 2010 to hit 200 points within his first 10 games or something like that.
Something like that,
He's
yeah.
breaking records. He's an excellent player. So I want it to be the Pelicans. But, you know, the eye test will tell you, like just looking at the lineups will tell you the Trailblazers because they have the most talent, or like they have the superstar, right? But something's not working there, and I don't think Yusuf Nurkic, who's going to be coming back after All-Star break, won't make that much of a difference, especially since Hassan Whiteside's not even playing bad. He's arguably a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, averaging like almost 14 rebounds and the most blocks, 3 blocks a game. But I'm going to have to answer your question directly, I'll have to stick with Memphis. I like what they're doing, and I think, and
they have the 4 game separation going in.
they do, yeah. So they have a little bit of a lead. As long as they don't choke it away and John Morant stays healthy, not that he's any danger, but if he stays healthy, I think they're going to solidify that 8th seed.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's Memphis, and if it's not Memphis, I think it's going to be New Orleans. The reason I take Memphis is because we've seen it all year. They've been the surprise of the West. John Morant's a superstar. Brandon Clark's a really good player. Jaren Jackson Jr. is an elite power forward. And then you add in Justice Winslow, who I know he's going to miss the next 2 weeks with a back injury, but He can be a really productive wing facilitator that they kind of don't have right now that is replacing what Jay Crowder is doing for them. And I think he brings more to the table than Jay Crowder did for them because Jay Crowder is just a 3-and-D guy. I think that will be a big help for them. And then, there's just no reason to think that they'll waver on what they have going on. And then for the Pelicans, I think they're ascending really rapidly. And I think that it will be really tight between them and the Grizzlies come late in the regular season, come March, really, honestly. So, yeah.
Now, can I ask you both something? So we know that Dame is not playing the All-Star game.
Yep.
Devin Booker replaced him in the three-point contest and in the All-Star game. Was that the right person to put in? Do you think he was most deserving? I know some names, John Morant, Paul George. I think Devin Booker was the right person to put in there. I haven't been liking Paul George this season at all. I don't think he deserved to put that Clippers team over the edge. I think that's mostly Kawhi, Lou, and Montrez. So I'm wondering if you thought Devin Booker was the right choice to replace him or if you had someone else in mind.
I'm going to hit you with 3 things really quickly.
Okay.
1, I think Damian Lillard is purposely taking off the All-Star game.
Okay, interesting.
I think they need him in a late playoff push, and I think he just wants to rest. I think he's slightly strained, but I think he wants to rest.
Okay, I think
so. He might be slightly injured, but if he really wanted to play, he could play.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to go with. He'll be back ready to go for their first game.
Yep.
Number 2, Devin Booker is the right candidate, but I'm on the side of if your team stinks, you're probably not an all-star.
Okay.
Just because most teams are going to have 20-point per game scorers.
Yes.
Because teams
it's such
need
a high
to
scoring
score.
league. Yeah.
Yes, teams need to score. So I'm on that team. If I'm Devin Booker, I'm saying no, I don't want to play in the All-Star game.
Okay.
That's just a personal choice of mine. I don't go out publicly and say I got snubbed and then fill in as a backup.
Yeah.
That's just my personal ego would say, get out of here. I'm not you didn't pick me at first, you get me never.
So if someone came to you and said, Yanni, you get the choice of who's going to replace Damian Lillard, who are you going to pick?
Personally, I would say Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, okay.
He was the first name that came to my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Booker's the right choice by a lot, if not him, Morant.
Yeah.
Paul George shouldn't be in the conversation.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think the argument there is his team's in 8th place. And the expectations for those Grizzlies were so low. And the fact that they're in the West, of all places, in the 8th seed, over some disappointment. No one expected the Warriors to be this bad. No one expected the Trailblazers to be this bad.
Yeah, but also no one expected the Thunder to be this good.
This good, yeah, exactly.
Well, that brings me to the player that I was going to say, SGA.
Yeah.
Maybe him?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, I think of recently he's had a great stretch.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think it's been all season. He's been on my fantasy team. I've been paying attention to it.
Has he?
Yeah.
I've noticed him more of recently. I can't speak to him earlier in the season. But
Yeah, he's gone from averaging 17 per for a long time to 19 per lately.
Okay.
So it's that kind of thing. He's
Okay.
been really good. But yeah, smooth transition to the All-Star game. Guys, Team Giannis, Team LeBron. I don't need to read the players out, do I?
No, because I think we already had this
yeah,
discussion.
we did
that
this
did,
last
yeah.
week a little
We
bit.
all agreed.
Yeah.
I think me and Yanni agreed Team Giannis was going to hopefully win.
Yeah.
And I forget what Sam said. I think he might have agreed.
I said Team Giannis.
Team Giannis, okay.
Yeah, so let's just move on to the Rising Stars Challenge.
Yeah.
So the Team World versus Team USA.
I like this concept. Can we?
I do too, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish they maybe do something that way with the All-Star game too.
Yeah, a lot of people have talked about that, whereas an international versus
Yeah.
American game would be obviously people think Team USA would dominate, but I think the internationals would give them a run for their money a little bit.
They
At least a
would.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying they should change to that, but it would be interesting to have Giannis, Siakam, Embiid, Luka,
Okay. Yeah.
and someone else, and versus LeBron, Kawhi, those guys, AD.
Right.
Can someone read me the lineups of each team?
Yeah,
Starting lineups?
I got it right here.
Okay.
So I don't know about the starting lineups, but you
Okay.
can kind of assume based off the names. Team World is Nikhil Alexander-Walker from the Pels, DeAndre Ayton, RJ Barrett, Brandon Clark, Luka, SGA, Roy Hachimura, Zvi Mikhailuk, Josh Okogie, Mo Wagner, and from the Pelicans, anybody?
Jackson Hayes got
Jackson
snubbed.
Hayes American.
Nicola Melli.
Melli.
The Italian.
Yeah. He's not Wap City, but he kind of waps.
He waps a little bit.
I wouldn't give him Wap City, but
I'd say he's semi-wap.
yeah.
Where is SGA from? I didn't know he was not from the United States.
Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's from Canada. And
Canada's very well represented. in
Yeah,
this.
Alexander Walker, Barrett,
RJ
Clark.
Barrett. Oh, Barrett is in there.
Yeah, Brandon Clark.
Andrew Wiggins is Canadian.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of Canadian players nowadays.
Steve Nash.
Yep. Yeah, nowadays, yep, Steve Nash.
He's a rising star.
Great soccer player, too.
Yeah.
But moving on to Team USA, Miles Bridges, Wendell Carter Jr., Devontae Graham, Tyler Hero, Jaren Jackson Jr., John Morant, Kendrick Nunn, Eric Paschall, PJ Washington, Zion, Trae Young, Colin Sexton. Zion replaced Who? Replace somebody.
I don't know, but I'm excited for
I
this
can't
for
remember
this
off the
game.
top
And
of
that's
my head.
tonight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna.
No,
tonight's celebrity.
the celebrity.
No,
game.
there's something after. Oh, there's something after the celebrity game. The celebrity game's at 7. I'm pretty sure the Rising Challenge.
Yeah, I think you're
At
right
9.
because then Saturday night's all the
It's skills.
competitions.
Yeah, and then
Date, Saturday,
Dunk.
Saturday, February 15th,
Yep.
7:30 p.m.
Celebrity.
Rising Stars Challenge.
Oh, that's the.
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
The contests are on Sunday night. What?
Really?
No, the contests are Saturday, and the
That's what
All
it
Star game
usually
is
is.
Sunday.
I'm looking at
That's
it
what
right
it
now.
usually
let me
is.
let me pull up the app. So let's get this up
And then the All Star game.
because we're all fans. We got to know what time we're watching.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is important.
Yes.
The All Star game.
All Star Friday, February 14th, 9 p.m. World versus USA, and then
Oh.
Saturday is at 8 is the skills challenge 3-point contest and slam dunk, and Sunday is Team LeBron versus Team Giannis at 8.
You know what it is? The time zone that I'm looking at is IST. So it says 7:30 a.m. IST on February 15th. I don't know.
Was that India, Indonesia?
I'm going to look up IST time
Were you
zone.
looking? Weren't you just somewhere for vacation?
I was in Europe.
Ibiza?
It's Indian Standard Time.
Yeah, let's go. I got that first
Interesting,
try.
Sam. You're booking flights to India this time of year?
No, but Yanni's bloody sock definitely helped him with knowing that.
I'm magical today, I swear. I got something up my sleeve.
I don't know why the NBA website, the standard time is India Standard Time. I know that the Indian basketball community is running rampant, but
Well, obviously. Kinda.
yeah, I don't know why.
There is not one point of this weekend that I'm not excited for. I want to see Stephen A. Smith coach that celebrity game tonight. The Team World, Team USA.
Is
doesn't
he
need anything.
coaching?
He's coaching one team with Chance the Rapper
Chance the
and
Rapper's
Quavo.
the other
No,
one.
it's
Chance is the captain.
is the captain of Stephen A.'s team.
Okay.
And then
So-
Will Bond, I think, is his name.
My big thing with going forward with All Star Weekend is I really hope that they focus on the people of the city, whichever city it goes to. So Chance is a huge Chicago guy.
Okay.
So I'm happy that he's heavily involved in this versus like not being
Like
involved. You know
I think
what
Del
mean?
Curry was in Charlotte last year. He was in the thing. He was
Yep.
the
And
All right. What about
like G Herbo's the other captain. He's a
what
Chicago guy.
about the truest Chicago guy?
Scottie Pippen.
No,
Sammy Sosa?
no. And one
Michael
more.
Jordan?
I need one more guess each.
Oh wait, can we get again? Is it a basketball player or a celebrity?
Celebrity. Come on. Shy City. Come on.
No,
Kanye?
Yes. Where the hell is Kanye? Why is he not involved? Kanye needs to be on the sideline. Kanye is Chicago.
I
They
agree.
need to be playing like beats
gonna
from the college
malfunction.
dropout during.
He'll malfunction.
That's added entertainment.
That's true.
That's why we need it.
Yeah, I know.
That's true. I didn't
And
think about that.
is Kevin Hart playing? I think he is.
He usually does. I would assume so.
He's always funny watching him play.
Yeah. I mean, Quavo's going to
He's gonna
win the
dominate.
MVP
Yeah.
again. But
Quavo's Atlanta. What like? Oh no, he's playing.
yeah, he's just playing.
Yeah.
He's just very
He's not
good
the
at
captain, yeah.
basketball.
And football. Lefty quarterback. People
True.
forget.
I was
People
low
do
key
forget.
trying to see Patrick Mahomes because he tweeted out the roster for the celebrity game and said, "Where was my invite?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that'd be awesome," but of course, no one's ever gonna let him play.
So who do we have for the celebrity game? Who do you think's going to win?
Stephen A's team.
Team
he's
Stephen
gonna,
A?
He's gonna coach that team to for victory. And if he gets mad, he's gonna just get in there and start shooting threes.
Who's the other coach? Stephen A. and who?
Oh, Common is a captain for Team Wilbon. And Team Wilbon, Michael Wilbon's a Chicago guy too.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
Michael Wilbon.
Yeah.
And Hannibal Burris is on Team Wilbon. He's a Chicago guy too.
Is G Herbo not playing?
Don't see it.
I thought he was a Chicago guy. I might be wrong there.
So also the NBA legends, ready for this. Two real legends.
Okay.
Scal?
Quentin Richardson.
Oh, bucket.
He was a good shooter. He
Bucket.
was good on the Magic for a little
Bucket.
bit. He was on those
I used
Suns
to use him in
teams.
2K.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was wet. He was
Yeah.
always a free agent in 2K.
Always.
And I would
Yeah.
put him on whatever team I wanted to use. And I was like, I got this money guy coming off as my 10th guy.
Yep.
And then for Team Stephen A, Darius Miles.
Don't recall Darius.
He was on like the Pacers for a little bit. And he wasn't anything too special.
Didn't Ray Allen play last year?
Yes, he did.
I believe so.
was
Yeah.
And he just
Awesome.
kept hitting 4-point shots?
Yes,
Was
he
that
hit at
that?
least 3 of them.
Yeah, I think that was that. I think I'm recalling the right thing.
Got Ronnie 2K
Yeah,
on
he
Team
always
Stephen
plays. He always plays.
A. Taylor Bennett's playing also.
Is Rachel Demita playing again?
No.
Oh, I'd love to
Damn
see
it.
Rachel Nichols play.
Oh, for WNBA. WNBA, we've got Chelsea Gray on Team Wilbon and then Ajah Wilson for Team Stephen A.
Okay.
I don't really know those players. I
Me
feel like I
neither.
should.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Chelsea Gray. I'm going to take Ajah Wilson in this one. I think she'll win the WNBA matchup.
I like that. Yeah.
Anybody else that's notorious? Bad Bunny's in the game.
Again.
Who is Bad Bunny?
Bunny was hilarious last year.
Wait,
hilarious.
is she? Is that?
No, it's a
oh, it's
he.
a guy. Okay.
And he actually was part of the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. That's what I was
halftime.
going to say. I knew I heard that
He
somewhere.
was part of the
Oh,
Super
it
Bowl
was him.
halftime
Okay.
performance. This guy. He played like, I'm not lying to you, 2 minutes, maybe 3. The announcers like went after him the whole entire time, just laughing. Like Bad Bunny, so bad. Like he stinks at basketball. The guy didn't play for the rest of the game. He took himself out and just didn't play. It was one of the highlights of the celebrity game last year. Was just how funny Bad Bunny was when he was trying to play basketball.
I was confusing him with Bad Barbie.
Bart,
Danielle Bregoli.
Oh, Bad Baby.
Cash Me Outside.
Dude, is she making an appearance? That'd be awesome.
She's not, but she should.
She should, but
be
she's
a
like
little baby.
15.
What is her name?
Daniela Bregoli.
yeah,
No,
that's
but
right.
she's like a rapper name.
Yeah, Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
It's spelled
Or Babby.
It's just like an H in there.
AD.
It's like
Yeah.
Bad Babby.
Yeah, Babby.
So wait, real quick, Bad Bunny last year while he played, he wore. Let's see, is he wearing it right here? No, I don't think so. At least in the beginning and on the bench, he would wear a pink bunny on his head. So he just sat there with a pink bunny, and like when he checked in, he had to take it off. I'm pretty sure, but he is so bad.
So
at
which team
basketball.
is Bunny on?
I don't even know.
He's on Team Wilbon.
Oh, okay.
He's playing with like Captain and Hannibal.
Just be ready. This is the man's right here.
with Common and Hannibal, excuse me.
That's the man's.
That's a straight fool right
Yeah,
there.
he was so bad last year. Be ready for just an absolute celebrity game MVP performance out of this man's.
Okay, so Matt, you've got Team Stephen A.
Yep.
Yanni,
Just give me the other one for fun.
Team Wilbon.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Team Wilbon just because I think Quentin Richardson's going to take over.
Dude, you just said Quavo's going to win MVP, and you know what team Quavo's on?
Is it Stephen
Team
A?
Stephen A.
You know, I'll do more in-depth research as the night comes.
Okay, good.
As the night comes to a foreclosure.
Have a few brewskis before you start watching
Yeah,
the
you
game.
know.
Yeah, that'll help you make a better, more well thought through decision. I think.
understanding of what needs to
Maybe
occur.
throw some rye eggs at each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's how we perform at a high level.
You know, egg throwing is crucial to having a good jump shot and
Yeah.
picking a game.
Man, watching these Bad Bunny highlights is amazing.
How long's the video? Like 30 seconds?
No, it's like 3 minutes, but it's like his whole entire time while he's in there. Him just like running back on defense. He doesn't even know what's going on.
Good.
I'm looking for someone to sneaky go off this year. Is that weird? I'm kind of expecting like this to be the year where someone we don't know just has a crazy game.
I have this weird feeling that Stephen A is going to bench his whole or most of his team getting so angry, and then he's just going to go in and start playing.
Isn't that what Kevin Hart did one year? I'm pretty sure Kevin Hart did that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'd love to see Stephen A run up and down that court.
Yeah.
Favorite ESPN personality, slightly above Brian Windhorst and Jackie McMullen.
Classic.
Which a Bad Bunny's number one
For
in the game.
just as a number,
Yes.
if he gets more than 1 minute, I will be shocked. But wow. All right. Good for
No,
Bad Bunny.
I'm looking at the highlights right now.
Oh, of last year.
Yes.
Yes, he was. I thought he was doing it again.
No, he's just like missing shots like over like
So bad.
the backboard.
So bad.
Okay, so our picks for the Rising Stars Challenge.
Yep.
I'm going to take Team USA.
I don't think it's even a question.
Yeah, I mean, Luka's special, SGA is special, but Trey Young, John Morant, Zion Williamson, come on.
So who's your MVP
Even
pick?
like Bridges is solid. You got like tons of just like solid
I
guys.
think I just got to pick Zion because I think the media is going to want him to do well. Like they're going to want that. So or Trey Young. I can see Trey Young going off too.
So media MVP, I think we can kind of all agree is if the USA wins, it's going to be like Zion or Trey Young.
Yeah.
Team World wins, it's probably going to be Luka. But the real MVP, that's what I'm asking. Who's it going to be?
I'm going to go Trey.
Trey. Yeah.
I'm going to say Devontae Graham,
Ooh,
just because
sneaky.
I like him.
I'm sorry. What is he on USA?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Devontae Graham's sneakily good. Not even sneakily good. He's just good.
I think he's in the Wamp Club.
Wap.
Wap City.
Wap City.
I think he's on the train there. Maybe.
Or I can put him in I can make my own club, the Wamp Club.
I think he's working on it.
I'd say he's Wamp Club.
I think he's working on WAP.
I think Wamp's a little better than WAP.
Working on WAP is one app. So one WAP.
I haven't even realized what has Devontae Graham even been doing because the Charlotte Hornets have just been so bad recently. He's been struggling because I haven't heard much about him.
Defenses are starting to figure him out a little more.
Okay.
They're starting to figure out we can't let this guy shoot wide open threes the whole time. So that's making life more difficult for him. But he's still a good player,
Yeah, absolutely.
and I still like him.
Is he still your favorite for most improved?
No.
Are you going with
Maybe.
Bam? Are you going with
I think Bam.
there's another guy too. Someone out west, I think. Oh, Kelly Oubre. I've heard his
Yeah,
name around.
I'd still say Bam.
Yeah.
Fair.
So speaking of Bam, Taco Bell Skills Challenge. Taco Bell Skills Challenge appropriately.
JT's
Got our boy.
returning.
Got our boy Taco J.
Are they doing The big men versus the guards again.
Well, the big men, we've got Bam, Sabonis, Siakam, and Tatum.
Okay.
And then Chris Middleton, SGA, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Pat Bev for the ball handlers. Bunch of big.
Interesting.
It's like a big crowd this year.
Yeah.
You know? Like
it is.
It's a good crowd. I like all those players.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I don't think Pat Bev is like a skills guy.
Is he even participating?
Yeah.
Do we know? Like, fully, though?
Don't know, but
Because he didn't play last night, which is weird.
I don't know.
He was saving himself for the skills challenge.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, what else would you do, right?
Yeah.
If I were to pick anybody for the skills challenge, like I think it's obviously like Kyrie.
Yeah.
He's like the number one guy.
But like, at the same time, I don't think Kyrie would try that hard.
No, he wouldn't.
Like, I think all these guys are going to try to win.
That's true. These are all competitors.
The way that skills challenge last year was awesome, where JT hit that half court over Trey's shot.
Oh, that was sick.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for JT again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think Jason Tatum's going to win it. And if not him, I'll take SGA.
Okay, yeah, I can
like
see that.
Yeah. I'm not going to give it to the big guys, but...
Three-point shootout. Davis Bertans, Devontae Graham, Joe Harris, Buddy Hield, Zach LaVine. Dame is not in it. It's
Devin
now
Booker. Yep.
Duncan Robinson and TRAE Young.
So just before we start this, I'm just going to let you know the Wap City guys who are participating.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the Wamp guys after you tell me the Wap
All
guys.
right. So Joe Harris
Absolutely.
and Trey Young.
You already said Duncan Robinson is in.
Oh, I didn't even see him on that list. Sorry, Duncan Robinson.
Well, let me tell you who's the Wamp. What is my thing?
Wamp
You're
City.
Wamp, he's Wap.
Wamp City.
Yeah,
Wamp City. Davis Bertans shoots like 45% from three.
he does.
Devontae Graham's on Wamp City.
They're just like not cool enough to be in Wap City, I don't think.
I think Wamp City's a little more about production than it is swagger.
Okay, I'm more swagger.
I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
Because, it's like Wamp, what it do? It's like that kind of thing.
Yeah. I
Wap
gotcha.
City is like you're whopping down trays, but it's like, who's going to actually make a shot?
Yeah.
Probably a Wamp guy.
True.
That's just me.
Okay, fair.
Maybe a future 3-point shootout will be Wamp versus Wap.
NBA,
I think
you
they
heard
could-
it here first.
They're listening to me.
All
Adam
right.
Silver.
If you want to make the All-Star Weekend fun again, here we go.
Yeah, you can hit a push a T, you get Wamp, what it do. It'll be
Yeah.
good. So yeah, my pick, obviously a member of Team Wamp, it's got to be Davis Bertans. He's been the best shooter in the game this season in terms of like just straight up threes. So that's my pick.
Okay, interesting.
I think I'm gonna go. I really want to say Trey Young, because I want him to succeed as much as possible. But I have this feeling Duncan Robinson is gonna do something. I just have this feeling.
Is Trey Young more of an off the dribble shooter?
Yeah, that
Yes.
I think that plays in a big.
It
effect
is,
here.
and that like I don't think Zach LaVine's gonna do very well either.
No, I don't think so either.
So that's why I'm thinking Duncan Robinson, because he's kind of just a spot up.
I'm taking my guy Joey Buckets. So
Yeah, that's the safe.
Joe
pick.
Harris is
Yeah.
just Wap City. I mean,
He's the definition.
he's the defending champ. He's been there. He's done that.
I know. I think Devin Booker won the year before Joe Harris,
He
right?
did. Yep.
Devin Booker's up there too.
Yep. And Devin Booker wasn't even participating originally. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
in for Damian Lillard in both All-Star and 3-point. So
who do we think has the worst performance in the 3-point shootout?
I think the bright lights shine too hard on Devontae Graham, and Wamp City falls.
What?
That's
Yeah,
Wamp City is all about bright lights.
we'll see.
You got to remember that. Wamp City has been through a lot.
That's a young gun. All right, that's a young gun.
I think Buddy Hield's going to have the worst performance. I love Buddy Hield.
I do too.
But I just see him like being on the Kings and like doing Kings things and missing threes.
That's fair.
So.
I'd say Buddy Hield, but I'm really hope I'm wrong because he's on the Bulls. But Zach LaVine might have a bad night too.
All right, moving on to the dunk contest. Pat Connaughton, the pride of Arlington, Massachusetts. Aaron Gordon, Dwight Howard, Derek Jones Jr. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this.
Never
I
a
don't
dull
know.
moment.
No,
I know Pat Connaughton's really athletic and I've seen his dunks. I don't know if his creativity is going to match Aaron Gordon and Dwight Howard because we've seen what they can do.
yeah.
And I got to say the same thing for Derek Jones Jr. because like kid's got vert, like straight boing
He's a pogo stick with a pogo stick attached,
with a pogo stick attached to that pogo
tied
stick
to a jetpack.
With another pogo stick.
with 3 more jetpacks.
Yeah.
So we know he can jump out of the building, but the creativity factor is important in this. And the refs, the judges, they like pizzazz. Granted, they give everything a 50
Yes,
because they're idiots.
they do.
So
Yeah, I want Dwight Howard to win this. I think it'd be such a cool moment.
You think he's going to pull out the Superman dunk? Also, All-Star Weekend's going to be filled with Kobe tributes. We already know
Yeah.
that. That's just like a guarantee.
Speaking of Dwight Howard, because he was.
Which guy do you think pulls the Kobe tribute in the dunk contest?
Well, Dwight Howard said Kobe Bryant was going to be a part of his dunk contest.
then
So
there you go.
I think it would be Dwight Howard, but I don't know. It's like, yes, we want this to be like little bit of Kobe, but we don't want people to overdo it. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
I agree.
you need to give me a good score because I involved Kobe Bryant, no
That's
matter
what
how
I'm
cool my
thinking
dunk was.
too.
So I don't really want a lot of that. If you're gonna make it any part of Kobe Bryant,
Do it at the end when you
yeah.
win or something.
Maybe like rip off your shirt and it's jersey. It's like, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I don't really want to see any of that because I think they're gonna utilize his name
Yeah, I agree.
to the wrong extent.
Yeah, but we know that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
unfortunately.
yeah. I just hope it doesn't take over. But do we have a prediction?
Yeah, I got Aaron Gordon winning it this year. I think, Matt, you raised the point about the redemption thing.
Yeah.
I think that's valid.
I'm taking Derek Jones.
I wish
Jr.
Zach LaVine was a part of it this year.
Yeah, me too. But Derek Jones Jr. is going to take the cake.
So we have who we think is going to win the contest. Best individual dunk. Who do we think is going to do it?
Derek Jones.
Derek Jones.
Yeah, I'd say Derek Jones too. I just think that Gordon.
He'll have one that like you freeze.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a second, he just did that.
You're like checking like to see if my feet are still on the ground.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm in the correct space-time continuum.
Are you still breathing? Yes.
Little pulse check.
Literally.
Should check that rim. Is it okay? Is it safe for the next person?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who Derek Jones Jr. reminds me of?
Me?
Gerald Green
Ah, yeah, close.
and Yanni
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
Same thing.
Little bit of Yanni.
Same thing.
Same hop.
But yeah, I just want to vent a little bit about the judging of the dunk contest. Do you guys agree that it's the dumbest thing ever?
It's stupid.
They just like
Well, you mean the judges specifically, or just having it judged?
the way they judge.
Okay.
Because they give everything 9s and 10s, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of
And
frustrating.
I just think that if they took a note out of Dave Portnoy's book and used decimal points, it would make all the difference in the world. Because
yeah, they
there's so
should
many
use decimal
ties.
points. Yeah, they should use decimal points.
Do you think that the point is so that they can have more ties, so there's more dunks? Does that make any sense? Because they give 50s, like it's 50, 50, 50, 50, 45, 50, 49, 50, 50, 50.
They
It's like,
do.
what
And
are you doing?
50 is a perfect dunk. Like 50 is ideally perfect dunk.
But there's no such
I'm
thing.
using quotations here.
You can't give 50 to more than one dunk, I feel
Right.
like.
Yeah.
So
If it's a perfect dunk, then there's no
maybe the
others
same, you can
like
give a
it.
50 to the same player, but you can't give a 50 to this person and this. Like, they can't both be perfect. Like, perfect is a one concept. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, once you see it's perfect, it ain't getting any better than that. So you can't give something the same score as that.
Correct.
Yeah, it literally ruins the point of judging it like all in all.
Yeah.
Like you might as well just like watch all of them and then like confer and give an overall score, kind of like how they do on Iron Chef America. If anybody's watched
Interesting
that show.
comparison.
It's a good judging process because it's like, you know, the people at a desk, they eat the food, they judge on plating, taste, creativity.
So you're saying they should judge the taste of the dunk.
So I say for the dunk contest, the categories are creativity,
Yep. Athleticism.
athleticism, and excitement.
Crowd reaction, maybe?
Crowd
Like
reaction, yeah,
excitement?
crowd reaction instead of excitement.
Yeah.
Well, it's same difference, but yeah, I know what you mean, absolutely. Because the crowd gets involved too.
I think they should have one of those decibel meters and take the loudest crowd reaction. Whoever gets that, that's a 10 right there. That's 10 points. Get rid of the fourth
Yeah.
judge.
Or maybe just add, like I know decibels like go up to a certain value.
Yes.
So maybe just take that value and add it on.
Or that. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think we
contest. Take notes.
I think we figured it out.
Take notes.
They should hire all of us.
I'm
we,
down.
we should be. I don't know who pays for this, but they should have flown us to Chicago this weekend to cover it.
What the hell? Like what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
It's silly that they
I don't want to blame TNH, but if it is
We
them,
might have to.
I'm surprised none of us got tickets out to. They didn't sponsor us to cover that game live.
It's crazy. It's hashtag this league.
Ben Strawbridge, if you're hearing this, it's your fault.
When you're the biggest basketball podcast in a state,
Yep.
maybe the country,
At least this side of the Mississippi, we've
Yeah.
and you're also the
that.
biggest plus minus podcast in the world,
yeah.
In the world, yeah.
I mean, like, come on.
You deserve
We
the
have
rights.
These are three analytical brains who dissect the game in a fluid way. Get us to Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago's damn cold right now. It's like
That's
-7
true.
degrees
Hey,
out.
where are we?
I know. But
We're in
I
New
don't-
Hampshire. We know we can
We
deal
can
with
handle
the
it.
cold.
Yeah, we can.
We have dealt with chills in the past. So
And you know who's dealing with chills too, and is going to be really good at dealing with chills, and he's going to be cold blooded when he makes the NBA.
Deuce.
Deuce Tatum.
Deuce Tatum. Or what's his name? Giannis's baby.
Oh,
Christian?
Liam Charles.
Liam
Is
Charles.
it Liam Charles?
It's Liam something. Yeah.
Liam
I don't know why I said
Charles.
Christian. I don't know why that was the first name.
Liam Charles.
Liam Charles and Tetakumpo.
Yep. Yeah. Can't wait to see that matchup. Deuce Tatum versus Liam.
gonna go
Liam
off.
Adelakumbo.
Deuce will dunk.
I hope
Should we
they
make-
find. I hope they find a way to meet each other and or like plan their free agencies to.
Can we make a bet right now?
Yeah.
The first matchup between LCA and Deuce
Yeah.
whatever it is, whatever sport, Deuce is going to win.
By far.
I'm putting money. Oh,
Even if
if
it's
anybody
like
wants to put money on Liam,
Liam.
on Liam Charles, let me know because I'm putting I will put my life savings on that.
Well, Deuce got a little bit of a head start right now. He's getting the dribble. He's exercising. Liam Charles just been sitting in bed like a lazy MF. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam Charles, wake up, get out of bed, get to the gym, start lifting. Look at your father; he lifts. Come on.
maybe poop in between those sessions, but that's about it.
Everybody poops, so I think that's a good place to wrap up.
Yeah.
I think that's a wonderful thing to say.
I'd like to thank our producer, Benjamin Strawbridge. I'd like to thank Miguel Euler Castillo for making the music on this podcast. My co-hosts, Yanni and Matt, always great working with you guys.
Happy Valentine's Day, folks. Hope you have a special someone out there.
Hoorah.
Wamp City, guys. Remember the name. Good night.
Good night.
Talk to you again. Good night.
Yeah. Sleep tight.
Adios.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
See ya.